Oh my god, guys, this is so much fun. What I did is I am trying to fix my camera because I've noticed on this new camera, no matter what settings I have this extremely bright skin. It's like shiny, super reflective. You guys have all seen it. It's more reflective than my glasses, and it actually patches my skin or dry, so it should not be coming out, like I'm, covered in a layer of oil or something. And this brings me to, I'm actually gonna leave it like this. You can just deal for a video. This brings me to a very good topic to do in this kind of surreal manner of when Loki removes something from our lives. And it is a blessing he removed it, but at the time we cannot see the blessing. I was hurting myself living the life I was. Now you might say, how were you hurting yourself? You had friends, you had people to visit. Wherefore art thou speaking? And I only had friends because I lied. Because I lied about my religion and I lied about my sexuality. And I was not a happy person because I knew at the end of the day they would not love the real me. It's not that existential crisis of if people only knew the real me and were basically ourselves. It was I was living a lie. I was, pretending to be straight, pretending to be Christian, and finally the dam broke. Now, Loki may not have set up the situation, but he sure took advantage of it. After I had the crying, after I had the, panic and the suicidal thoughts and all the craziness I went through because, this lie that I've been crafting for, I'm 41, so for decades and decades and decades, this lie that I've been crafting my entire life through, from kindergarten on up, through school, through jobs, through college, through everything. This lie is no longer available. And this lie made my life very easy to live. Now, we don't live in a Hallmark world. It may be very dangerous for you to come out as fill in the blank. And I know that, and Loki does not want you to put yourself in danger. But whether or not Loki caused my situation, he is using it to teach me. I had been complaining to him that, I'm so tired of eating the same old stuff all the time. I wish I was eating different kinds of foods. Now, I had no idea what I wanted, but I knew it wasn't what I've been eating, fast food, sandwiches, soup. Yeah, I wanted something else, but would I do anything about it? No. I wish I wasn't going out so much and spending so much money in town and then not having money to buy, something online to cook. Like, because I was going to go out for Small Business Saturday, I wasn't going to have the money to give myself a little treat. I got myself, I used those Bing points I use. I got myself, spent Bing points, a $5 Amazon card, and I ordered a little order of Kinder eggs, and it came out costing me, not Kinder eggs, like Kinder Surprise chocolates, like a little tiny box, and I won't get it for like a month. But I ordered those online, and I ended up spending like $2.99 for a $7.99 box of chocolate, so that is pretty cool. And it's going to mean reevaluating what I thought was important, and Loki can do that because, as we've often discussed before, he hates lies, especially those we tell ourselves. And I have the luxury, and I do think it's a luxury, of being able to live, without going to see these people. It's not like it was my job. It's not like they're the only people in the world that have food, or the only people in the world that, speak English and that I can talk to. So it's not like it was essential. It's a shame these people aren't more open-minded. It's a shame they don't practice what they preach, but you'll find out in your life a lot of people are like that. They come off as so kind and so wonderful, and you think they're so awesome, and then the cracks show. And I'm including myself in that, because I'm sure there are things that I'm intolerant about that I think, I'm perfectly justified to be like that. So none of us are perfect. And what Loki can do is kind of like I did as I was fiddling with this camera to bring out the unexpected, to make things look completely different. I was telling myself, I'm doing the good thing for myself. I'm fitting in. I'm playing the game. And I played the game very well for decades and decades and decades. And Loki's like, no, you're one of mine. You're one of my own. We're not playing this game. It's not essential to you. It wasn't a point of I had to play the game to survive. It was, it's out, it's out. The people who don't carry their way will still have something to do with me. The people that didn't find out will have something to do with me. I'm not going to go around town having my own gay pride parade and saying, hey, in case you didn't hear. But, those who choose to reject me will choose to reject me. That is life. That happens. And now I have an opportunity to use this downtime, because I was always running out whenever I didn't feel like doing housework. Oh, I need to go to the store. Or, oh, I need to go visit this poor shut-in friend. Or, oh, I need to go visit this other friend. Yeah, I had plenty of excuses not to work on my own stuff. It's not like my house was a wreck. I mean, I was cleaning my house and everything. But I always had excuses. And now there are no excuses. And Loki's like, this is going to be fun. Because now you're going to have the time to devote to your channels. Now you're going to have the time to devote to yourself and to devote on working on yourself instead of going la 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 la. And now you're going to have time, most importantly, to devote to your gods, to devote to listening to the gods, because I got into a place where I was internalizing the beliefs of the people around me, which was gay is not acceptable, pagan is not acceptable. And that is a very damaging place to be. And we all don't get that Hallmark movie ending where, okay, we get to move away from it. Sometimes we do get stuck. We get stuck in our situation, and that's going to be our situation for the foreseeable future, maybe for our life. But it doesn't have to ruin us. I have these channels, and even though I haven't taken off, and I haven't made $1 million on the main channel, and it did not work out the way I initially thought it would, I still have the channel. And I have this channel, and I have Pinterest that I just about live on. It's scary. I have, if I would want to have it, I have Facebook. And it's not like they're the only people on the planet. If I wanted to take a bus ride in bitter weather and just get out and see people, as I said, not everybody in this world is so up in your business and worried about, are you gay or are you straight? I mean, they're probably wiping out the gay germs as we speak. They may never get them out. It's like glitter. It's microscopic. It gets everywhere. So sometimes we reach a point in our lives where Loki takes away what makes us comfortable. He takes away the illusion, and illusion can be another word for lie, of I'm accepted and I'm loved, and he shows us what is really happening. One book I have that I mentioned before, they tell you when you're going to start working with Loki, I've mentioned this before, anything you're hiding, you should perhaps be more forthright with, because Loki coming into your life, if you approach him, it's kind of a sometimes open door invitation. And perhaps if it's not safe for you, you have to sit down and say, there are some things that you just can't let people know about, please. And have that conversation with him. And sometimes it's a case of, oh, he's uncovered the truth for me, which I knew the truth, but it's very easy to ignore the truth until it's put in your face. He's uncovered the truth for me about how people felt and how they didn't feel comfortable, with gay people. I'm like, okay. And he uncovered the truth for them, conversely, that this is a gay person. Now, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stand by your friendship, or are you going to be the person that you are? And they chose to be the people that they are, which is, you know, not very accepting, not very pushing things forward. So, I have an opportunity now, if I take it and I don't just go, oh, I don't care what they think of me, and, you know, start going to the store tomorrow. If I do that, you all yell at me and tell me, hey, you deserve better. I have the opportunity now to not give my money to people who don't accept me, to not go to stores where I might not feel completely safe or welcome or accepted. You know, I do consider it a luxury, because at this point in time, I can do that. I can say, well, you know, if you don't accept me, I will go elsewhere, but that's not always possible for us, and we know that. And at the times where it's not possible, Loki can give us the grace to endure, but we have to sit down and talk with him, not assume he knows, you know, and wonder why he's not doing anything. To sit down and say, this is really bothering me, I've reached my breaking point. Maybe I could title this Loki answering the prayers we think he will never answer, because I thought he would never really do anything about me saying, I wish I was eating something different than what I'm eating day in, day out. Ugh, I'm so bored. And I'm so bored. I wish I wasn't just going to Dairy Queen, going to the gas station. Why aren't I, you know, da 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 da. Now, I might not like the available solutions, the alternatives, such as having to go on the bus and sit there and sit there and sit there, or to order things online and, you know, learn to do workarounds, learn to adjust my lifestyle. But they're there, and I'm lucky and I'm blessed, because not everybody gets that opportunity that, you know, when they've lost something, to replace it with something else. So if there's any lesson for all of us in this from Loki, it's that, you know, to let go of the things that are unhealthy for us where it's available. Loki doesn't want you putting yourself in danger. To realize that, you know, there are more important things than fitting in. There are more important things than being accepted by people. Now, I know, as I just said, you know, that's not always possible. Sometimes you have to, for example, pass and fit in because you need a job, you need a place to live, you need to be able to visit your loved one in the hospital. I understand all too well. But in the times when we can do without, he will teach us to do without, because it's healthier for us in the long run. And it gets us away from internalizing what other people think of us. And that can take you a lifetime to learn to see yourself as Loki sees you, to learn to treat yourself as well as you would treat Loki. And, you know, hopefully you're treating Loki quite well. And if we did that, if we treated ourselves as well as we treat Loki, we would be surprised with how little we would let be done to us. Now, I don't mean we'd all become, you know, screaming rage monsters and, you know, cause chaos, but we would respect ourselves, and we would expect other people to respect us. In the case of people we couldn't avoid, we would treat them as toxins and have as little to do with them as possible. And in the case of people we can avoid, they're no loss. These people that don't accept me are no loss. I'm done with the tears. I'm done with the, but I loved you, why don't you love me? I'm done. I am totally done. So, that was an important lesson for me. That was a lesson of be on my own. Be a little more independent. Be a little more, you let go of the toxic family, now let go of the toxic culture you're in, and be on your own. Okay, I hope that helped. I will not do this again. I was trying again to fix the values in the camera for, you know, so my skin isn't so super reflective. And this came up and I thought, this is just way too cool. I have to do one video like this because this is way too awesome. as you guys know, finances are kind of tight, so I can't afford to like go out and like get like really cool, expensive equipment to do this stuff. So this was neat. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.